Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. This is a bit of an odd request. I don't know why am I saying odd. It's not really that odd. It's just a normal request from someone who had a pretty cool idea here. They ran into an interesting clan combo where they told me that they said it was a weird run. That's why I think I communicated that. Whether or not it is, hard to say, but they felt like they had the scaling necessary, but Patient ultimately bested them in this run. There are a lot of things that could result in Patient being scary. Obviously, I'm assuming with this clan combo of Shardtail Queen into Restore that we lack any kind of answer to days or something like that, right? I mean, if you have days, I feel like you have the answer. You just have to make sure you have it on the right turn. So there are some choices here. You can raw heal through it. It's possible. You can bait him on other floors. Also very possible in order to give you time. You do want to watch out for chump blocking. It's good, but you want to stay under 130 shards for trample. And most importantly, you also want to make sure that you don't let too many stacks of melee weakness build up on your main unit, because then once Relentless hits, you get crushed, right? Especially if you're relying on like a quick sweeper or something like that. So, fair. Anyway, we're currently on a 26 win streak. We had a Voyix request in our previous run, which was nice. Always fun. I like it when he tosses me a run he's not sure how to solve. And in this case, I ended up going with a Rage Adaptive Mutation Shattered Shell run behind a Sentient with a tiny Steelworker plus Railhammer building up armor on the floor. It was fun and good. Even if I hadn't seen that tiny stone, still would have gotten there simply because I was generating so much armor and I could have tanked into Arcus or whatever with the armor that I had, but obviously this worked out better in my favor. I also would have taken space to jam that steelworker in the floor if I hadn't seen the tiny stone, right? So we had options. But in case you don't know what's happening here, all we're doing on these particular series is I am playing either the most cursed or the most blessed run submitted by viewers. So if you're playing Covenant 25 Monster Train and you're not really sure what to do on a run, you can send it my way and I'll play it for you on the channel and hopefully give you a win. Similarly, if you see a completely ridiculous, outrageously strong run, you can submit that too. I'll admit, I definitely get more Blessed Seeds submissions than Cursed Seed submissions simply because I think they are more common in the game, right? If you play the game for, I don't know, like 3 hours, you're more likely going to see a cool Blessed Seed than you are going to see a true Cursed Seed, right? So, fair. Anyway, all you got to do is submit these 3-word combos to me and I will add it to the list. We'll get in on it, so... I don't have much else to report here, so I suppose we'll go ahead and get started. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We are getting close to 2,000. Not quite sure what I'm going to do for it, but I'll do something, I think. And yeah, so let's kick it off, I suppose. Hiya! Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. Not much to report, really. Doing a little bit of a recording session, as it were, trying to make some progress. This is the last episode I think I need to record for this coming week, though I might still record a little more for the following week, just to, make it easier on myself. It's nice to have a bit of a backlog. It's also been a really good system for me recording all episodes for a week before the weekdays hit. It's really nice not having to wake up in the morning and be like, oh god, I need to record today's episode, that's not the way you want to do it. Not in my opinion, so. But anyway, we're doing pretty well, so let's hop in on this. We are Exile, Hellhorned, default Awoken. Now, let me explain what we have first. We're Rage Talos, Rage Arcus, Patient Seraph, as promised. Fortify, Glimmer, important work. The important takeaway here, we're very weak right now, right? I mean, we do almost nothing. I've got some Queen Zimplings, yeah. Fortify, Glimmer, Important Work. These are such low impact cards. Important Work is not doing much for me in this exact moment, right? Whereas, what am I looking for, right? I mean, like, I'm not going to be cycling my imps unless I get an Endless Imp, then it's pretty cool. And if I have Imperialist, this is kind of pointless. Glimmer's good, don't get me wrong, but still, that's only 2 damage to the floor, and Fortify's only 5 armor, so we're quite weak right now, is important. Let's see. Temple's on 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, there is a late game temple. That's good. Let's see. As far as shops and things, we have the vent on steel side on 8. Nothing remarkable. Good steel shop with vortex on 7, competing with a magic. Good trinket shop on 6 with boons and cavern. That might be good if I can actually walk in there with like, let's say 280-ish gold, something like that. It's competing with a good magic shop that has removals. We have the vent with boons and a horde on 5. It's fine. There's a good steel shop there, though, with a vortex. Some good shop alignments worth noting with the vortices here, which is good. I like that. I have an option for an Awoken banner with a vortex horde on 4. Competes with the magic shop. It's okay. We do have double steals in the early game, by the way. I noticed that. We don't get got on the ring 5, but you notice we don't have a steal on 6 or on 4. That's why that happens. So at least there's one in the mid game, I'll say. We get both banners in the early. Steel Shop on 2 has the Hellhorned banner. Magic Shop has the Awoken banner. I do have an extra Hellhorned banner on 3 with a Steel Shop there. So some good options. We don't have really any great sense for which direction we're going based on this. It's a very flexible run. The only important takeaway is I'm going to try to do Steel Shops early, especially if I end up getting Endless on an Imp or wanting to, you know? I think that'll matter. Forever Flame, Gnarled Root. It's a snap click on Forever Flame here for sure. It's strong for playing my cards. It's weak in the sense that it doesn't add damage to my floor. Darkforge says Imperialist for sure. Now, we're strong-ish is the way I will describe this. Consider my options here. If I take this horde, sure, I can Imperialist sweep here and clear out the back lines. But that requires 1, I get lucky and having an imp on the right turn, and 2, it requires that Queen eat 18 damage, right? She has to take that hit. There's no quick here, right? Glimmer doesn't do it. Other factors. What if? I always think about this. Imagine ring 1 armor trial. I want that armor trial for the unit very, very badly. Adding 15 shards here makes that backline never die. And it also makes the boss considerably harder. I think the correct choice here has to be walk on no horde here. I need a unit trial more than anything, and you never know, right? Now, it could be an easy one. It could be like, I don't know, unit trial with armor on... Oh my god, it's actually the hardest one. Okay. Well, alright, exactly as I predicted, I suppose. This is worst case. Guardians of Light with an armor trial here is horrifying. I do want this armor trial. It is important. I think that's critical. Now, I would like to tank with the Train Steward here. Well, I do have this Fortify, so I'm going to actually Queen, Train Steward, throw an Imp, armor in front, restore here. That's good. Now I can Queen in middle or on bottom, which throws again. Very good. I can play a Train Steward up top. Good. I want to save these Queen Zimplings, by the way, because I do really want to draw into them for the boss. So I'm only using them on turns where I'm throwing enemies. I want to heal here. Heal. Good. Train Steward in middle for sure. It kills 1. Yeah, get these out of here. Good. So we kill both of the heavies here, and now, as long as I see... Oh, buddy. I need this imp on this next turn. What if I don't see this imp? It's pretty scary. Well, we'll hope for the best, I suppose. Imp? Okay, that's very bad. Wow, that's terrible. Okay, well... Yikes. I have 40 hit points. I am not feeling great about this. What if I keep glimmering here? That's kind of a funny thing I can do. It doesn't do anything to heal here. I may as well toss it upstairs. I need 3 glimmers to kill the guy in the back. I mean, I'm looking to get him sub 100 here, so I walk out taking 30. How do I get him sub 100? I'm never seeing these imps again, so we should Queen Zimpling, important work it. Now I'll click the glimmer here. Every little bit matters. 2 damage, sure. I have to do 12 damage next turn. To do that, you Queen Zimpling upstairs. We just tank with it. Yes. If I draw the other Queen Zimpling, we get there. Okay, we get there. It isn't pretty, but we get there. Okay, alright. We take 30 damage on this combat because of draw orders. You could argue that I should play top floor, but it's just a crapshoot, right? You just need the imp on the right turn, is all. And playing it the way we did guaranteed that none of the other floors walked because we had so many turns to answer it. It's tough, but it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna tell you a lot of things here. The first is, this steel shop is made considerably better by clicking on Welder Helper here. This magic shop is made considerably better by clicking on Ritual of Battle here. I think that with Imperialist, having an imp you want Endless in matters a lot. I think especially with Forever Flame, I want this Welder Helper. Giving up Ritual is a very difficult choice because my universal opinion on this, and I've said this in a lot of videos, is you snap click the first source of rage you see, because I might not see another one, right? If this is the only scaling in my run, don't I literally have to click this? If I click Ritual, I have to go Awoken banner here. Because I have to go... I mean, I absolutely have to go for... You have to scale this Ritual in case I see an X5 or something, or I go to that dupe there. This is really not a great decision I have to make. I think you also need to consider Ring 2, right? Ring 2 is very scary if I have just a Welder Helper here. I think I have to click Ritual. I hate this, but I have to click the Ritual here, I think. It sucks. I get a Razor Sharp as well. Okay, I mean, I could take a Holdover too if they show it to me. Fine. We get so many choices. Wildwood Sap, though, not bad. That will help a lot in a Relentless, potentially. I think you take both. We take Razor Sharp as well. It gives us some options. Consumer of Crowns. I don't think he's... Forever Flame? Okay, if I see 2 imps on turn 1, he's playable? I don't think so, friend. Alpha Fiend? Alpha Fiend's actually the best unit here, sadly, which is really weird. I could take the Animus of Speed. Actually, she's pretty good. I could use that infusion elsewhere, I think. That's true. That is true. Okay, I think it's Animus of Speed, actually, here. Yeah, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Now, Animus of Speed means I think I have to go left. I don't think I've given myself a choice here. I went the Ritual route. Give me a -2. Or not. That's fine. Awoken Hollow. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shattered Shell. Quick, Shattered Shell looks good. Now, I think it's Awoken Hollow here. Because, think about it like this. I'm going to see more units on this run. Awoken Hollow is an exceptional frontline for this run, no matter what we go. I could do Horned Warrior in the back. I could do Animus of Will in the back. I could do any shell in the back, so Shattered Shell or Husk Hermit. 4 units that are possible choices I can see later. Now, Awoken Hollow, if I skip him here, he is the only unit that does what he does. He is the only unit that functions as a good frontline. And remember, I have 2 Glimmers and 5 Restores. Let's click the Awoken Hollow here. I'm leaning towards a floor that looks something like... Let's see, I'm trying to decide how to word this. That looks something like an Animus of Will behind an Awoken Hollow with a Queen downstairs with a beefy imp being replayed a bunch. Restore, consume. I don't love doing this, but I'm actually going to 20 consume a Glimmer. I don't need both of these. Yeah, this is actually great. I reroll, I take that -1 for sure. Giving up on the hold over here. I didn't have enough money anyway, so let's make the ritual playable. It's just going to have to be what we're doing here. The 30 magic power, I should consider tossing this in Glimmer. It's a good choice. I will do it. Purge, no. No purging here. No anything else. We move on at 15. I think we reasonably get through this. I can take the Mark of Invasion here. It's not too bad. It's also good to get some cash here, yes. Okay, I'm leaning towards Queen up top. So we Queen's Impling, Queen, Animus of Will here, and we for sure clear the floor. Cool. Good. Mid-floor, but I see the Awoken Hollow, who I will use. We do Big Glimmer here. I'm going to toss Queen's Impling upstairs. We're going to toss that armor upstairs. This clears the top floor. I will Glimmer here as well and kill mid-floor, I believe. Actually much better to Glimmer bottom. As much as I like the big healing, I think this is okay. Okay, I will Ritual middle floor. I think this is correct. Yeah, we're going to lean into our Hollow friend. We Queen Zimpling down below. I Queen Zimpling down below. Every bit of damage matters. Pew. We're leaning into mid-floor here. It's a good call. I can kill the enemy on middle with a very nice Razor Sharp. That should win. Yeah, easy mode. Cool, and then we just play Restores here, and it cultivates that imp for no reason. I did it because, I don't know, clicking cards is good, I suppose. We take care of the floor. No damage taken, good combat. I guess I'm going to grab a Molting Imp. You should have some imp that's better than a Queen Zimpling. It sucks, man. But look at this. We have this ritual set up. If I had not taken this, it could have been a nightmare. If I had skipped it and not seen Razor Sharp, it could have been a nightmare. We're going to click on the Molting Imp because it's good, I think. Yeah, it's good enough. Another Razor Sharp here. I'm going to click on this Restoration Detonation, actually. Yeah, we have enough offensive scaling here. That's good. Now, what is happening? The dupe? Immediate second ritual? No. I want to see a Hellhorned unit. Yes. Large stone. That sucks. That's fine, though. Horned Warrior. Excellent. Cool. There was a Rail Beater on there as well, but this is what we're looking for here. I'm looking for... My line is Animus of Speed into Horned Warrior here, pretty solidly. I'm going to re-roll the shop. Endless Molting Imp right out the gate. Pretty interesting. 10 in Piercing. I mean, 10 in Piercing Restoration Detonation is a yes, for sure. A yes. You could hear me out. You Endless a Queen's Impling, and you put the Molting Imp infusion into it, which is 15 AoE damage. It's not bad, right? And then we put a plus 25 in this thing. It sucks. Genuinely. But I'm not going to see another imp that matters here, so I think we do it. I hate it, but we're going to do it. I do, however, think the Animus of Speed infusion is better into the Horned Warrior right now. I'm looking for some plus 25s. In fact, quite a number of them. This guarantees that I see my units in a better order, I think. Is there a better infusion than Animus of Speed here? Maybe. Depends on when I see it. I could do it on Ring. Okay. In this case, there could be better, right? Depending on what's in upcoming steel shops, but I don't know, right? I do not know. I think if we engage the... I think we need to engage the pact on this imp right now for Big Queen Zimpling. It sucks, but I will do it. Plus 30. With that imp having endless, I'm going to do a big glimmer here, I think. Yeah, plus 60 glimmer seems good. It's a lot of shards, but I think it'll be powerful enough. Oh my god. Copy a card 5 times. Friends. My friends. What do you mean? Of course I'm going to copy a glimmer 6 plus 60 glimmers is... Are you kidding me? Look at this deck. Oh my god. Alright, well, did I expect that in a cursed seed? Absolutely not. Are we strong? Yeah, I mean, we're gonna kill Talos with Glimmer right now. Wow, what a hit. That is incredible. Now, we're still not very cleaned up here, but who cares, right? Who cares? We are gorgeous. You toss the imp, this cleans the whole floor up, and we plus 60 into the boss. This is Slay, right? It is Slay. I probably shouldn't give it free slays. Yeah, alright, fair enough. You got me. Pew, alright. We get Hollow, Horned Warrior, Restore, Train Steward middle. We lose bottom floor. It sucks, but it's fine. Just draw me glimmers, right? You play Ritual up top. I'm pretty likely to draw something next floor, so let's just kill middle floor right now. Seems good. I did just give her armor for no real reason. That's unfortunate. Not a great choice. We big glimmer upstairs. I think it matters a lot to do it. Store this. We give her armor. I shoot mid floor. We're gonna be fine, right? We get through this combat here. My big glimmers will destroy the world. Yeah, my big glimmers are outrageous. And we also clear middle floor pretty comfortably here. Oh no, I lost my imp, but it's actually fine. We just blast the mid, blast the boss with a plus 60 damage attack there. Cool. I think we're in a good position. I will scale upstairs. I don't think there's a reason not to. I guess doing 60 damage to the boss is probably better than whatever else I was thinking of doing. Seems okay to me. We have a lot of stats here. We're good, right? Yeah, we're fine. Glimmer blast the boss. We restore upstairs. I'll put the armor in. I razor sharp. I'm not going to play this imp again. It's fine. Sure, we take the win. We take the W here. No problem. Cool. And our deck really shrinks down at a certain point because of all the units that get played out, which is good. Alloy of the Ancients is a very good card. Channel Song is okay. Cycle of Life is okay. I think I'm going to click the Alloy because it's just good card. Steelworker? Steelworker into the Hollow is surprisingly good because it means I don't have to take space. It's kind of interesting. I have so many cards in this deck. I do see another Hollow. I do see an Animus of Will. I want both of these things. I want all of these things. I want literally everything in here, right? I want Steelworker into... Oh man, I want Steelworker into Hollow, or I could do Self-Infuse Hollow here, right out of the gate, which is really good. That is really good. Requires draw. I mean, the problem is I have a imp on endless. I'd like to take draw here, not space here. Let me look ahead. Where are my temples? I do have a temple coming up, of course, and then a temple on 7, I think it was. Yeah. So if I temple 7 to dupe, I have to dupe it on 5 and carry it to 7. Not great. I do like the Horned Warrior that hits 3 times play. That's pretty good, it turns out. I think the Animus of Will adds too much value here. The Animus of Will exchanges with how do I make sure I can actually hit enough times if I miss on all my steel shops, right? I'm looking for plus 25s no matter what. Now, I do have this gross animus of speed that can kind of just go away here, but I don't really need to attack first. I can just dumpster her. I think it's the animus of will, and if I decide I want to have self-infused hollow, I can dupe it on 5. I am missing a good steel shop. What would I put into this hollow then? Anything? Train steward maybe? Nothing? Kind of sad. I could do a... It has to be a dupe on 5, right? This is such a hard unit trial. Oh my, unit draft. Wow. I think the Animus of Will is much better overall. It helps clear floors in a big way. Although I do have this Humongous X. I have 6 plus 60 glimmers on this. Like this, I have 6 of these cards, which is outrageous. So that's cool. I think we're going to skip Steelworker, right? He's really good. I think if I were given him in a vacuum, I would click him. But compared to the others, I think the others provide more value. Either the extra hit on the Horned Warrior or the Self-Infused Hollow. Now, if I take the Hollow now, I think I do need to take space. This hurts me in the mid-game because I also have a Held Over Imp here, which is tough, in my opinion. That is difficult. I think draw value is the most useful to me. See these glimmers more often. My deck is humongous. So let's take the Animus of Will here and take draw, I believe is correct. Draw cards, yes. Okay. Removals are valuable. Magic shops are also valuable. What do I think either way? The removal horde here is good. What do I do with this Awoken banner? I guess they could give me an Awoken Hollow again. I can remove the Animus of Speed. I can't really, even if I take this money, I can't re-roll and guarantee the second shot on the shark, on the holdover here. Would I even take it? Good question. I'm going to go removals here. I think it's fine. Temple says Spell Chain, 10 and Piercing. I'm going to remove... Well, let's look at the banner first. Man, Hollow Animus of Will. Incredible. I mean, we're going to do Self-Infused Hollow then. Yeah, I'll just have 2 Hollows in the deck for the moment. It kind of sucks, but it'll be fine. I'm going to cut the Animus of Speed here. I'm going to cut a Train Steward here, because all of the other cards go away and they're real easy to play right now. True. True. I might cut those Fortifies later. Let's look at the Horde. Firestone Housing is exceptional. There's no universe. I click this volatile gauge. I'll take this. I do need to look at steel shops. Many steel shops. I think we do Animus into Horned Warrior right now. Yes. Do I spell chain anything? No. Do I 10 and piercing anything here? No, we are fine otherwise. I want to stay at 90. Forge says Imperialist 2, absolutely. Yes. More HP, more better. I know, it's fine. We move on. 90 shards in a ring 4 is pretty disgusting, but this is a great example of just, you take the value when you see it. Don't click this multi-strike, it's a great way of losing. Like, I could maybe get value out of it, but it's so draw dependent on what the heck am I seeing here. Like, no queen. Queen on bottom for sure. She takes this hit, it's fine. I do want to hollow Horned Warrior up top. I will play the Razor Sharp. I think the Glimmer downstairs is wrong. Well, it actually just clears this floor, doesn't it? Okay, okay. That's pretty good. Queen is having a bad day, I believe. Good grief. I can face tank with this hollow on bottom. That would at least keep her alive. I could toss her the restore. How much is she taking? 35, 41, 51 damage. I mean, I have to hollow here to keep her alive, yeah. Shocking. I'm gonna then... We're gonna restore upstairs, that's value. I'll armor upstairs too because we're not clearing this back line. And I think I will just play out this imp here. Okay. Alright, we get big glimmers. That's great. So I mean, top floor is just straight up dead right now. I'm going to top floor glimmer, big swing. Bottom floor glimmer, big swing. I can play an imp in the back here. Great news. She throws it, kills everything. We tank with the train steward. Good stuff. I play the restore because it is just a better choice than anything else I can take here. Cool. Good. Value. I get good imp. Good imp for sure. When an important workout, good imp here and play it again. Great. We tank on bottom. Good. I can kill that bottom man actually. We ritual upstairs. Play the other imp middle. It's fine. I'll kill the front dude. Yeah, sure. It swings an extra nothing, but it's fine. Yeah, sure. No big deal. We glimmer this man into oblivion. I will yeet the imp again. Play a train steward, I suppose. Get it tanked. And we are going to restore here, which is better because of the cultivate triggers we get. I'm guaranteed to see an imp. So we throw the imp. I glimmer up top, I believe. I mean, I need to restore, I think is correct, right? Restore. It's gotta be correct to throw 60 damage into this boss. It's 10% of its HP. Yeah, it just has to be correct to do that. Okay. I take a bunch of curses here, which kind of suck, but it's fine. I'm going to, honestly, important work the imp on the floor so I can do restore upstairs. I did, again, just skip a 60 damage blast here, but I think we're good, right? Yeah, we send it on this. We're fine. Yeah, we're fine. It's a couple rounds, but we get out of it. Now, this gets better once I actually get some stats on my floor. Impolate is an okay card. Rage Serum is an okay card. These are all okay cards. My deck is very thick. We're going to skip these okay cards. Focused Growth could be really strong. Where am I seeing these -1s coming up? Trinket Shop, Magic Shop on 6, possibly. Getting some -1s on a Focus Growth is a really powerful play. It's a heal that redraws itself, accelerates me through the deck. Edge Prior, however. Edge Prior's pretty good. I do already have the second holo, though, right? Like, we've already picked the second holo on this run. Yeah, we take this Focus Growth because it replaces itself eventually. I think the dupe is no longer required because I found a second holo, so we have all the infusion nonsense we need. Ritual of Battle will be good to make more of, but I think looking for +25s and getting removals is more valuable overall, so we'll go left. Yep. Quick? I mean, I could still toss a quick on Horned Warrior. You almost might as well. There's money in the middle if I have to. It's good to have something here, potentially. Is this correct, though? That's a really interesting question. Is it correct? It kills... I would much rather have a 15 attacking unit hit me on patient. True. I'm going to skip that, and it lets me reroll into maybe a multi-strike that I can afford. Endless. Oh my god, no +25s? No +25s? That's really bad. We're going to cut 2 Train Stewards. They're not hard to play, but they're like bad cards. I also think Fortify needs to go. This card is pretty terrible. Gosh, that was such a terrible shop. I'm just looking for +25s here. I need like 5 of them on this run. I'm going to toss a Battlestone into this imp here. It's fine. This thing is going to be tanking for Queen. So we'll toss it a Battlestone. I hate that. Late Endless, gross. I could buy a removal here and drop the other Fortify. I should consider that. Go to the Magic Shop coming up. Well, I need to save this money now. Unless I take the cash here, but there are much better things I could grab from my remaining shards on this run. Yeah, we'll skip and move on. That sucks a lot. Spikes. Spikes with a 5 HP backline? Yeah, don't click that. Do not click that. Okay, we play bottom floor with queen again. That's fine. I am going to do Horned Warrior. It doesn't matter. The hollow. I can just blast bottom floor with a good one there. I will big heal upstairs. It's good. Sure. Ow. Oh my gosh, really? I can't get the collector? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna fish for the bloody collector and you can't stop me. It's an alloy of the ancients. Man, that's rough. That is very rough. We're gonna razor sharp upstairs. I will just double restore. That's a real bad loss of 75 gold. I really wanted to get through that. I could have, there was a universe I played her middle here. I should have considered that, huh? I really should have considered that. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. I'm going to toss a second imp on middle. Oh, actually, I can't. Never mind. I'm instead going to do double restores upstairs. Play the imp middle. I'm sad. I messed up very bad on losing that imp. That's going to potentially cost me. That does potentially cost me here for sure. We glimmer upstairs. Every little bit matters here. Toss an imp middle. It's fine. I will face tank with a train steward here. It's fine as well. Yikes. You hate to see it. You truly do. I mean, we're fine otherwise, which is really the other part of this that sucks. Is like, we're very chilling otherwise. Right? I'm gonna keep playing this imp. And then I do heal middle because this thing will face tank a lot of rounds on Crystal Cloak. Yeah. Here's a... So what, 30 damage here? I'm gonna blast here. 30 makes this 45 does work. With the Impling, I should toss an Impling here. Yeah, it's fine. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. That's a lot of rounds. We're okay. I'm just going to keep scaling upstairs. Not going to play the other imp. Really, I could have played her middle and gotten that imp, and I think we would have been much better off. As just a general rule here. Yeah, that's tough. I think we actually just straight get through all the stealth, though. We definitely beat this boss. She stands no chance against us. We just blast with glimmers and crunch. We don't do a lot of damage, but I do have a lot in the way of glimmers, so our survivability is very strong. One Horn's Dome? Impish Scholar? Impish Scholar, I don't think is it here. Important Work's probably pretty okay. One Horn's Tome? Don't love that. Important Work, Impish Scholar, this could be really strong. I'm gonna skip him for now because I need money. Right? I need to make sure I can walk into a shop and do something useful. Preserved Thorns is a pretty okay card. I would take it. Except I do really think I want to go to this magic shop. Right? What would I need to get -1s? Yeah, alright. I'm gonna skip for money, honestly. We have enough strong plays in our hand, in our deck. We just need to move faster. So we go right. Vortex here is going to be cutting some bad cards. We're going to drop Fortify because this card does nothing for me in the grand scheme of the universe. I'm going to cut the last Train Steward here. Yep. We go to the magic shop. It's -1/-1 into focused growth here for sure. Unless they give me a holdover. Should I stay over 195 for that? The Surge Stone, I actually want to be playing these restores, right? Remove Consume. Yeah, alright, I'll reroll that. Okay, I do actually get a holdover here, which is pretty cool. I think holdover Restoration Detonation is a very strong card, it turns out. Especially with this 10 in Piercing. That's a heal, and it basically guarantees, as long as I have 10 health missing on a unit, I can just fragment an enemy. I could also hold over the Important Work, which lets me do 30 AoE damage here, which is actually a really high threshold. It's not very great into Harvest Floors on Divinity. but it does help keep my floor alive. It's an interesting idea. I think I'm not going to do that. I think the holdover on Restoration Detonation is probably just stronger here. This card is really good. And having a 20 heal guaranteed is pretty solid. I mean, this basically just kills a heavy on the end, right? Although I should probably just hold over Razor Sharp, really. Yeah, it's actually just hold over on Razor Sharp. I don't know what I was thinking. And then we take a -1 into the Razor Sharp since it is held over. Yeah, this is it right here. We just scale like that and we're fine. 0 gold remaining. Incredible. I'm going to... I mean, I missed the collector. Almost couldn't do what I wanted to do there. I think planning around the infusion, the self-infuse here, goes to 115, so I'm going to skip this horde and we move on. I'm going to respect patient. I think this run is also, I agree, you should respect patient. We have seen nothing in this run so far that makes me confident I could disrespect patient. I'm going to queen middle based on the draw order. I'll glimmer bottom floor. And then I will blast the boss for 100 there. I think that's pretty decent. Okay. I'm gonna send... Oh, I don't want to actually pay into this Hellhorned Harvest thing. We have BEEG IMP on middle. He's doing great. Cool. I'm looking for focused growth upstairs. I want to glimmer downstairs extremely badly. In which case, you play the hollow, and then you blast it, and this guy actually does 17 damage here, which is pretty good. Sure. Cool, cool. Seems okay. I'm going to play Imp on middle. I think it's good to do so. Cool. I'm going to Razor Sharp upstairs. I am going to play the Ritual upstairs. Good. And now it's just restore, restore here. I don't really see a reason to cycle this Imp and take the incant, so I won't. Cool. I mean, I think we're okay. What is this upstairs? Hellhorned Harvest? That's actually no problem at all. I'm going to play Imp middle. She's going to do fine with that. I will throw another Imp. May as well. I'll throw an Imp downstairs. May as well. I will Glimmer upstairs. It's good. I will Razor Sharp upstairs. It's good. I think this is enough to win the run. It is really just a matter of how do you defeat your pal. How do you defeat your pal patient, right? It's tough. We keep the Razor Sharps going. We keep the scaling going. I think it's actually correct to shoot downstairs with this Glimmer, hit the boss with it. Yeah. Top floor we're certainly clearing. We've got like a 3-floor setup too, which is kind of interesting, right? We just kill the front guy, which is neat. We're gonna throw that Imp, but I think that's okay. Play this thing downstairs. I do actually value the Glimmer on bottom. I may as well toss this this armor upstairs in the back, I think, because it guarantees it for Relentless. I'm going to play one upstairs because it is a scaling and it kills a man and saves some HP. I'll toss the Glimmer middle. That's good. We do get one curse here, which is fine, I think. Top floor is the last turn incant. I kind of anticipated it. I play the Imp. Important to work the Imp. It's actually free Ember here. That's neat. I'm going to Glimmer downstairs and shoot this man, I think. That way I can get the Razor Sharp upstairs for 270 into the boss. Very strong turn. Cool. I think we're doing it, right? I think we're doing it. I get the Ritual up top. I play the Razor Sharp up top. It's good. I'm going to play the Restore here. Also good. May as well toss this Imp, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a free 50 damage-ish, right? Yeah, it's like fine. Like he gets hit, but it's an extra round, which is good. We Razor Sharp upstairs. I am going to Focused Growth. I think I get double procs out of the Restore, which is huge. I will shoot. Oh, I mean, the Imp is pretty decent. The imp is fine, right? I get an extra 20 damage. I get like a lot of chunks out of this if I do that. And I played the other card, so yeah, let's just send it. I mean, that's an extra hit or so. I don't think the boss wins. It's closer than anyone wanted this to be, which is another way of saying too close. This decidedly loses on the boss, like the later bosses right now. I need plus 25s. I need stats. Adaptive mutation is one option. What am I doing? Like, this is a great question of just what the heck is happening here. I'm going to both steel shops. I need as many plus 25s as I can force out of the video game. Truly, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think there's no other choice, really. I have to see plus 25s. I've got enough upgrades, otherwise. We're okay. So that puts me in alignment for a dupe. The dupe will be what? Honestly, Ritual. I think the offensive scaling buff from that is so good. I do have this Razor Sharp, which is sufficient, I think. But, you know, if it's Ritual, then I could argue for this adaptive mutation. It's a little slow. I don't love it. It's not great here. If I had X5'd this Ritual instead, we would 100% click on the adaptive mutation here, but we did not. We have a swarm of glimmers here, which has got to be the name of the episode, by the way. I know I'm taking space here. I'm planning around this self-infuse right on this next ring, which will help a lot with survivability. It's a really, you basically just get the whole unit on top of the unit, which is really good, it turns out. I think Wildwood Tome is a mistake. Reinforced, I don't have enough armor. I think the adaptive mutation is also a mistake here. Is it? I actually think it's good. Let's click it. I went back and forth on that. It was a lot of humming and hawing, but I think it's a good choice. We have to take space. Do not forget. I go to the steel shop. Do not forget. Do the infusion first. This must happen. Okay. Hollow into hollow. Merchant of Steel. Hallelujah. Plus 25 into my Awoken hollow. Although I'm going to actually put it... Gosh. What if I put in... Oh my gosh, this is tough. Very difficult. You know what's even tougher? I can't re-roll and purchase another one. I think it has to be in front or I just lose the patient here, right? True. Look at that, missing the collector, 75 gold. I could re-roll and buy a thing. I'm gonna buy, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna put a Battlestone in a Horned Warrior. I'm not filling these slots any other way. We're doing it, like it's gonna happen. My removals, okay, it's gonna be Train Steward, goodbye. What am I looking to remove here? It could just be a bad Queen Zimpling, or it could be a Restore. I don't mind Restores. The regen is helpful. They are pretty bad to play, though. I'm going to cut one Restore here, I think, just to improve my deck. We're going to go Imperialist 3, of course. I need her to maybe survive attacks. Maybe. I considered Endless into the stupid... into the stupid Horned Warrior, by the way. Because he might just die a whole bunch. 10 End Piercing, another plus 30. Plus 30 commits me to Trampled. And I think I'm scared of all these bosses. Let's move on here. You know, this is an interesting run where you're not seeing great answers to things. I think I have to take this Ancient Hate or I'm going to lose. And I just rely on seeing my Imp instead. Man, I really threw by not getting that Imp, huh? Not getting that, whatever it's called, on the top floor. On not playing Queen middle was the big throw, I believe, right? Playing her middle would have been a much better choice. Okay, Glimmer. I'm taking it because I absolutely 100% need I'm gonna focus growth here. Draw me cards, please. I absolutely need that money. Just no chances. Queen somehow face tanks that whole round. Very cool. Razor Sharp upstairs. Help, please. Thank you. I need a Glimmer middle. She needs to not die. Okay, she didn't die. I can throw an imp. I can throw another imp. I like that. I do think I need to scale upstairs to the best of my ability. Yeah, I mean, I take hits here for sure, but it's damage I'm accepting here. That is a 10 that I'm fine trading. Geez, I'm just never gonna see my imp, I suppose. I could actually kill mid-floor. That's kind of funny. How do I feel about top floor? Letting it walk on me? Losing queen seems like a bad idea. Let's just be real about that. Bottom decking the only imp I wanted. That's pretty tough. What if I trade 12 in exchange for clearing middle floor and saving queen? She lives, at least. Okay, alright. I mean, I might take a whole bunch next turn, though. Right? How do I deal with that guy in back? Answer, I don't. I think I have to take 10 here in the hopes of not taking, like, 500 later. Okay. Monster Train, let's go. Hey, look, I finally see my imp. Incredible. We can finally do something else with my Ember. It's incredible. Wow. Cool. Alright, I play the imp again. Behold its power. Imp. We do it. Alright, I mean, and eventually, like, this floor becomes a lot better overall. Like, we're doing 300 on this floor now. Like, we're getting numbers right now. Yeah? Imp downstairs, for sure. Razor Sharp upstairs. We Ritual, for sure. We get the kill. Incredible. Honestly, the self-cultivate here is really good. Cool. Queen, how are you feeling, honey? Not sure about this one. We're going to armor upstairs. I think it's a better choice. I will Ritual. I do think the regen is better because of the double procs here. It's very strong. I will Glimmer up top. I believe this is a correct choice. You get a swing. She gets a swing, right? Yeah, I'll take the 50 damage. You know what? Fine. 50, it matters. Again, another great example of just, it's closer than anyone wanted. It doesn't bode well, that's for sure. I took 20, but I got the money. That's good. Inferno is great, except I already have 6 Infernos, so I'm just going to skip that. The Imp in a Box might be kind of like a salvation card. Right? You could just get a Transcend Imp or something and kill a wave. It's a good card here. We did already kind of experience the problem of, oh no, I didn't draw in the right order and missed my imp, and now queen dies, you know? So there's that as well. The imp in a box is a really strong pickup, though. I'm gonna take that, I guess. I think that's fine. Pyregrow? Awake is too expensive to play here. Awoken's Rail Spike is a card I'm never skipping. Right? Always take... I don't think I need this Pyregrow. In fact, it's bad. I'm going to take the Rail Spike. That's just a never skip card. And I think we go Steel Shop, right? I need plus 25s. I need stats, friends. We need stats. Give me a plus 25, please. Thank you. I think I have to put this one into Horned Warrior, or he's going to perish. And that would be very bad. Let's vaguely look at this Trinket Shop. Faulty Loader. I mean, I'll re-roll the Trinket Shop, because Channel Heart, Faulty Loader, Priory's Cloak do not inspire joy. Lightstone Casing? Well, I can't do anything with that. Let's, again, with this quick, we're re-rolling this shop. A plus 25. Sweet. You know what? Sweet. Truly, I'll take anything I can get here. Plus 10? Yeah, okay, bud. Why not? That's 3 cultivates. I guess it's worth it. Not taking a large stone. You can't make me. I am going to actually put a large stone into this impling. Hold up. Oh, he's huge. Huge imp. He's incredible. Absolutely. Actually, this is the genius play right here. Large stone imp. That's how you know you're struggling, right? That's when you know. Is you go, yeah, all right, you're right. I'm going to dupe the ritual. I already talked about this. I think it's good. It lets me lean into the adaptive mutation a little bit better. I think it's good. And trinket shop wise, removals are big value here. I can cut. I mean, I think I cut like a restore. And what? Yeah, you cut a restore. I like the restores because they are double procs. That's a +8/+8, which is like basically better than Razor Sharp Edge when you think about it. Now, Razor Sharp Edge, on the other hand, is just straight up +10 for free. Like, that's a good card. And keeping his HP down is good to some extent. Cutting Queen... I think removals are more valuable here. I'm not applying a ton of Rage, though. So Collection of Tails is actually okay. I could do Collection of Tails and a removal. Or I can do Resonant Shard. Resonant Shard is better because I scale faster. Interesting, interesting. Or I can take 60, 90 is 150. I can get 3 removals and get down to 28 cards. I think I should do that, right? Yeah, I think 3 removals are going to be worth more for me. And I want to cut a restore. I want to leave the other restores in because they're good. The glimmers are solid cards here. Just rock solid. I'm going to cut some Queen's Implings here because they're easy to play and they go away. They're consumables, right? Which is nice, but my redraws are basically like, what is this important work? I mean, it's actually not a terrible card. It lets me hit my unit twice. It's actually pretty good, right? Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to cut a Queen's Impling here. And then I'm going to cut a 3rd Restore? No, I want 3 Restores in this deck, I believe. I'm going to cut another Queen's Impling, just accelerate my initial draws better, I think. Make sure I'm cutting the correct Queen's Impling and not the good one. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is some jank run, is where we're at. We're very jank. 115 out of 100 with like literally 4 relics. Like, this run is a tragedy, but we have pulled something that I think doesn't die to patient immediately. I think this gets by. Mathematically, I have 300 healing in the deck. 28 cards. It's pretty okay. We'll move on. Yeah. 130 out of 100. Sure, let's go. Yeah. Have to excuse me. I took a sip of water there. All right, let's fight patient. Don't be on top floor. You know what? Great. Beautiful. Queen downstairs, incredible. Yeah, queen, maybe she baits. Top floor Horned Warrior? Okay. Am I a believer? Good question. I'm gonna glimmer bottom. Do I glimmer the boss? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay, go. Okay, you went up there. You know, it happens, right? I wanted it to be any other way, but it happens. We do it, at least. Okay, Imp in a box. Show me what you got. You know what? Welder Helper? Absolutely. Queen's Impling? Sure. Pyre Chomper? Sure. I wish for Glimmer upstairs, I believe. Yes. I do think the ritual is correct, and so is the Razor Sharp. I hate those incants, but I do think this matters. I think he has to go bottom. Okay. Imp. Imp. How do I save this floor? How do I save the floor? Help, wait a second. Do I send the spike? Send it. Glimmer, we did it. All right, good job. We did it. All right. We even throw the imp. Excellent news. Great. Okay, we saved the floor. Incredible. You play Queen Zimpling downstairs. We yeet the Queen Zimpling. Yep, we play him again. Seems good. We toss it. Toss another Queen Zimpling here. Glimmer up top. This is important to Glimmer here. He lives. Good job. I want to Razor Sharp. Okay. You have to go downstairs, friend. All right, Queen. I'm a believer. We saw, you know what? We did it. Queen Zimpling. Incredible. She does it. Razor Sharp. Ritual. Must Glimmer upstairs or I lose. Yes. Okay. All right. Incredible. He shot bottom floor like a buffoon. What have you done? We scale. Big scaling. Armor upstairs because he's going to shoot me again, I think. How much is he doing? 41? Am I ever getting my man in the back over 80, whatever it is? Answer, probably not. I'll try. I don't know, it could happen. He goes upstairs. Okay. I anticipated this. I planned for it. Queen Zimpling downstairs. Good job. We're gonna blast top floor. Blast it. Puts 300 through. Blast it again. Blast it again, in truth. Right? I mean, like, this is damage that I want to be doing to the boss. It turns out. 500 to patient here. Very good. Queen. Honestly, Queen, you did great. Ritual and adaptive mutation upstairs, I think. Now we pulled it off. You ritual, adaptive. He gets stats, and then we razor sharp him. I'm gonna drop the imp. The imp did excellent work today. He did everything I could have asked for and more. We need to heal upstairs very badly. It's critically important that I do it, in fact. And I also think I critically have to make sure I hit this mid-floor, or else I'm gonna die to a 60 damage dude. Okay. I think this is enough to win. Hold. Hold. Oh, math! We did it! Math! I was like, wait, the math is too close. Touch nothing. Touch nothing. That is an extremely close patient combat. The math, it checks out. That's a great example of, I don't know, I feel like if you send this run to like the 200 plus shard level, you just lose. How, in what universe, what do you click in this run that makes a 300 shard run feel reasonably possible, huh? That just seems like suicide. I just cannot imagine. I do not have an imp. Okay, I'm playing mid-floor. All right, we did it. Congrats. I am weak upstairs. Play my friends. I wish to ritual out the gate. Do I glimmer upstairs? It's probably pretty good to do it. I actually kind of want to save bottom floor. I'm going to glimmer bottom floor here. I have enough more. More of these glimmers are coming back. It's fine. Incredible. We saw our imp. He lives. He's too powerful. You can't stop him. And then we just pump some restores upstairs, and this does a lot of work until I see my next glimmer. This imp is too strong. You can't stop it. Behold its strength. Look at that. Even gets thrown. Impish Scholar. It's time. We send it. Important work, the Scholar. We're outrageously strong. Play the Imp in a box again. Rage on this floor? I guess. Yeah, okay. Get him. Get him, Imps. I believe. We're gonna Glimmer upstairs. It's a good idea. Trust me. I'm gonna Glimmer downstairs. It's a good idea. Trust me. Right? We just need to do a lot of damage to those guys. That just seems like a good idea. Alright. Imps. Mid-floor Imp. Big Impin'. Great news. Wow, that's a really strong setup. Top floor looks good. We Glimmer middle because I think that matters a lot. Incredible. I tank and throw the Imp, which straight up kills the heavies, by the way. Incredible. I think we should Glimmer upstairs while we can, right? We have to answer... Ugh. I guess I can yeet and kill the whole floor, right? Totally can. Actually, very cool. How in the world am I killing this mini-boss? I'm doing what? 240 to him? He's gonna punch the hell out of me, right? I could just Glimmer him twice and do 100 damage to him. That's... What am I drawing? I'm drawing a Glimmer? Yeah, okay, champ. We're gonna just Glimmer the heck out of this man. And we chill. That seems reasonable to me. I'm drawing a Glimmer. It's good. Cool. Queen's Impling. Throw it. Love it. I Adaptive Mutation upstairs. This is a lot of strength right now. It's some HP, but also damage because of the current scaling setup. I think that is a correct play. Good. I'm going to Razor Sharp him now. I think the Glimmer here is also valuable. It kind of tops off the floor a little bit, you might say. I could do 100 damage to the boss here instead. Isn't that like guaranteed to be stronger? Yes. Agreed. I'm doing 350 here. I think we make some good headway here, right? BT dubs, Queen's Impling, too powerful. Look at this huge chonker. What a wonderful friend. We killed a mini-boss. We're incredible at the video game. I can even do it again. I want this man back. Get him. Get him, Imp. Incredible. I'm gonna, of course, restore upstairs. It is the correct choice. I'm gonna Glimmer downstairs to try to work on this harvest floor a bit because it's multi-strike and scares me a bit. I think we cruise, actually. I think we get this. Yeah, I mean, we have the Imp, but I can comfortably Glimmer first here, which I think is correct. This does so much to swing that. Then you play Molting Imp here. Good. We're gonna Razor Sharp upstairs. I'm gonna blast the top floor. This is a good turn to big heal. I restore in front. It's strong, and I will throw another Imp. There's no reason not to, right? Yes. It is a good trade, as it were. We've done half damage to this boss, by the way. I think we're good, right? Ooh, I love this. Welder Helper again is back. Good. We're clearing top floor. Love that. I'm going to Queen's Impling. This also gets thrown. What am I drawing into? This is a very risky Awoken's Rail Spike with these deadweights chilling in here. So let's instead Focused Growth and Glimmer up top. And then I'll send it on one. I mean, we hit another Glimmer. It's actually pretty good, right? We'll take it. Because that just pumps all this damage into the boss now for 600. Yeah, and that is enough for me to feel very confident about my Relentless pickup here. Yeah, an incredible play from Queen's Impling, by the way. This guy is an absolute lord. Is about the only way I can describe this. I do think Alloy will pay off in the back here for Relentless. Right? I need a Glimmer bottom floor so I don't hit all of these curses. Yes, that's important. I'll Alloy in the back now. Yeah, good. A good call. I'll take it. I get my Imp back, and we cruise. I think we easy win this. Yeah, got it. Imp. Imp is too powerful. Can we seriously just talk about how powerful Imp is here? I blast this front guy into the next universe with that everything. Honestly, we are good. Queen, she did an excellent job. Look at this imp. I want you to understand that, like, this, there are so many things I could call this episode. This episode 1 could be called a Swarm of Glimmers. Or like I could make up some crazy fairy sounding, like Glimmer Wing Swarm, or I don't know, that sounds kind of like a spell from a tabletop RPG. But this also really, I need to tell you, Large Stone Impling is like, this run deserves some serious salutations for that. We'll go to the challenge here. Yeah, let's go. Check it out. Who was our other winner? Who got 57k on this run? What did you do, Gabriel? He did something similar, Endless Queen's Impling. Although he made 2 of them, I guess he duped the imp. It's not a terrible call, right? Yeah, he did the other route, which is the X5 on the ritual, big scale, right? Oh, yeah, big scale, and then you took the volatile gauge. Yeah, this is an interesting run where volatile gauge is actually pretty okay because you've got Forever Flame and double -1s in your most important cards. So you can actually draw around very fast. Someone was telling me about this recently, and I agree. In this particular situation, with Forever Flame and the X5 on the rituals, this volatile gauge is incredible, right? Just super is. And you face tank with the Rail Beater Steelworker. Yeah, this seems totally legitimate. Totally legit. Yeah, I see. That makes sense to me. Cool. A straightforward win, I think. Now, I think my win is actually really cool too, because look, we have huge imp. I've got the hollow self-infused, and we've got the horned warrior here just kind of cruising, right? He's doing great. Yeah, honestly, seems good, in my opinion. Now, you could have just taken the Animus of Will and not used the Animus of Will's infusion here. It hits the same number of times. The only difference that Animus of Will is a 3 attacker with a 3 HP, and I wanted just the littlest bit more. You could have maybe gotten away with just using the Animus here instead, though. It's ended up being very comparable to what I ended up doing, right? You could have just tossed the same upgrades in it and it would have been basically the same unit, more or less. I mean, basically, right? So, did I need to do the infusion? No, it's fine. But I could have gone Animus of Speed and Animus of Will, and it would have been okay. You're right. But at the same time, I don't think it really mattered in the end, right? I do genuinely believe that Quick was a mistake on this run because, at least for my floor, because I had Huge Man in front and I really wanted him to lose his melee weakness on something that is not patient, which did happen on a couple turns. Now, there were a couple turns as well where I yeeted one of my incredible glimmers into the Aether on that floor to keep him alive, and it mattered. But huge shout out to Humongous Imp. I think it's gotta be called, I don't know, just large stone imp just seems like such a weird choice, but this makes so much sense to me, especially with that molting imp infusion. Just really good all around. I don't know, this run seemed pretty solid to me. Patient had some moments, but with our density and everything, it just felt good. I didn't feel like I was really in any serious issue at any point, right? So I guess the math on Patient looked kind of scary. I'll give you that. There was definitely a moment of, am I going to get it? But I got it. Patient is definitely pretty scary on this run. For sure. But truly, I don't have much else to add. I do want to try to find the submitter, see what they did. Let's see. Who submitted it? You submitted it. Okay, what did you do? You had the Hollow. I guess you tossed them in Endless. It's fine. You've got this Horned Warrior. It looks very similar. That's true. You do have you have the same imp as I do. You just don't have the tank here, and you have only one plus 30 in the Glimmer. Interesting, interesting. In this case, I would have X5'd your Ritual here instead because you didn't have Super Glimmer, right? It's the Super Glimmer that made this so compelling. Such a huge heal is the only reason I picked this over the Ritual for my X5, just hands down. Other things that mattered here, I had that adaptive mutation, which does matter. It did get me enough stats to beat Patient and Divinity in an important way. So don't underestimate cards like this. I hum and hawed about this a bit, but it was an important pickup, is really what it came down to. It was an important choice. So it's actually interesting because I think my episode here is much closer to your run. So you might be able to use that to better understand the choices, the nuanced differences between our runs. Interestingly, look how many relics you have. You took a lot of risks on those mid games. What did you get out of it? Jack strips, precious plating. Okay, I mean, those are fine, right? Those are fine. Yeah, Emblem of the Exiles. I was sad skipping that, that's for sure. Yeah, tough. But I think we made the right call. So, wait, no, that was a different episode. I didn't take this horde. Interesting, interesting. Oh, wait, you took the armor. Wait, is this the horde from Ring 1? Oh my gosh, it is. You took the horde from Ring 1, took the armor trial, and skated out with 35 damage taken? Unbelievable. Yeah, I think that is that horde. That is, you know what? I salute you for navigating that. If you can pull that off without resetting the combat at all, that's incredible. I think for me, that is too much of a risk to take because I'm not going to reset the combat, is the point, right? So I had no resets in this whole run. And that's just, there's too many question marks there. Way too many drawers where you lose hardcore. So, yikes, that's tough. I would have absolutely loved it though. Emblem of the Exiles is probably my favorite Awoken relic. Would have loved to have that. That would have made my whole floors so much more durable. Wow. It's fine. I don't have much else to add here. I think our runs are very similar, and you can kind of see the slight divergences here. In your particular instance, I do think that it is far superior to X5 the Ritual instead for your particular run. But Gabriel's run is actually really interesting because, yeah, he's got this adaptive mutation. He almost certainly had to lean in on this too in order to survive Patient. I have to imagine, right? Because Patient is going to absolutely body his floors, right? Just for sure. Yeah, just for sure, right? I can't imagine any world where he just doesn't get absolutely slammed. So he's sending it. The way he's playing this, he's playing every single bloody ritual he has. He's like, send it, ritual of battle into shattered shell. And then the first time he sees an adaptive mutation, he goes, send it. That's like plus 300 HP. Let's go. And then he's doing it again later in the run. And he's just face tanking with that and using like glimmers to like mildly heal up. Maybe that Wildwood Sap's helping a little bit. Maybe he keeps his queen alive just long enough to tank another round, right? Oh yeah, absolutely. He's literally taken an Imparade pivot here specifically to get the extra oomph there, right? The other thing is that the Imparade pivot here is really important because of the volatile gauge, right? Because he could still, even with a -2, his imps could cost 3 and then cost 1 on his floor, which could be a real problem. So he takes the Imp Parade, so whenever he plays an Imp on the floor, he gets a -1 and a -2, so it's guaranteed to be free. That's really important for his run. So I actually think he maybe danced on the needle's edge a little bit here with some of the pickups. I don't think this run looks nearly as clean. Like walking into Ring 4, if you don't see the Imp Parade here, it actually might be worse, but it's all fine. I think he obviously had a very commanding victory of this, and it makes probably a cooler run overall because hashtag volatile gauge. But in truth, I think what we did, despite being scary on Patient, is correct. So we take it. And that is so much talking. I am done. That brings us up to 27 wins on the series. Incredible work, team. Let's do it again next time. And yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.